Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a personal reading for someone who wanted a love reading. So we're going to get into it here. This person believes they're on a twin flame path, and so they were wondering if I could do the reading in the style of a twin flame reading. And we can definitely do that. And anyone who has been drawn to this reading, if you want some love advice or you're feeling the intuition like maybe there's something here for you, then stay tuned. And if you want a reading that's more personalized, then check out my description below and you can find out how to get a personal reading. I do love, career, finance, all sorts of readings, honestly. So whatever your questions are, we can, use the cards and see what comes through. So let's get into this here. The joined energy. Now, it's always awesome to see the true love card. I actually feel like it's been a while since I've done a love reading and actually seen this in the joined energies. So how awesome is it? It says, the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. And I am feeling this intense energy, this emotion, because I'm clairsentient and I have the ability to tap into energy and emotions. I'm feeling like, it's pretty intense, this relationship and these feelings here, but in a good way, it is true love. And so this is definitely a sign, like what you're feeling is real and is also mutually shared. So if there's any doubt about that, definitely the feeling is mutual. But it also seems like at this time you guys are both going through this mourning because you're in this time of solitude. So like you're in this separation and it is very difficult on both of you. So I hope you know that this feeling is mutual, that this person is also missing you. And, I used to hate drawing this card because every time I draw it, I knew what it would mean. It meant like I needed to spend some time alone, like sorting through my thoughts and like healing, balancing, and at certain times in your journey, it's just important to do that. It's important to go off alone. And that's a part of everyone's journey. And sometimes you never know why the reason is. Like there can be karmic things that are happening behind the scenes to help you with your manifestations and some things you've asked for, or it's just part of a healing process. And that's kind of what I'm feeling, is that you guys are both away doing some healing right now, just through various cycles and things that are happening in your life. And so very interesting. It's a joined energy. Now, your energy. I actually see that you're in a really playful energy lately, and this is something new because I do feel like this energy of like this dark night of the soul phase you kind of just went through, but you're in this phase now where you're starting to feel like starting new projects and having like new ideas and like being creative. And so you're really trying to take action, or you're considering taking more action. There's abundance around you, or at least coming into your life. And you're doing a lot of healing right now, and so you're learning, you're in school, you're training. It says it's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So you're in a really good flow right now. This is some really positive energy I'm feeling for you, I must say. I'm like a little jealous. I just did a reading today and I'm like, I got a lot to work on. That's all I have to say. But this is cool for you. To see this in your energy means a lot of work has gone into this. And you've become more grounded. You were very emotional, and you're now in this place where you're feeling more confident and grounded and playful and just ready for anything. So be open to receive, because all I have to say is that you're really going to be owning this new moon that's coming up here. Plant some really powerful intentions. It's going to be a powerful new moon cycle for you. Now, this is your twin flames, or your love interests energy. I can say for certain that there's a couple things going on with them right now. First of all, there's some stuff from their past that's coming up that's really been hard. And I feel like shame. Shame is something that's coming to mind. That word, I just saw it in my third eye, shame. It's like because of the way they were raised or something, they carry a lot of shame with them. And of course I can see into this because I used to, and I shed that. I'm shedding that on my journey, and I feel like that's what this person is going through. They're also going through this time of this is reaffirming this image here. It's coming out again to say that they're having a lot of boundaries right now, not just with you, but with everyone, because like there's this healing going on, this like internal process where that's being lifted. And so it's just a very personal thing to them. And I also feel like you're coming up, like they're thinking a lot about you, and like, you know, unfortunately their thoughts about you are tied a lot to what's happened to them in the past, because a lot of us, we blend it all together, and instead of, you know, healing and moving forward, things can get mixed up. And I think that's kind of what's happening here. This person's taking time alone to sort themselves out so they're not so mixed up, and when they feel better, they'll come out of their cave and they'll come out of this healing. But for now, they have a lot of boundaries with you specifically, and also with just everyone. So maybe that'll help explain if there's been like little communication or something, but that seems to be a theme here. Now, this is the reason for the current separation. Oh, once again, the boundaries card comes out. So the bear stands for boundaries, because in my personal deck, the bear card's the boundaries card. And so I keep seeing this. It's like they've really had to make a choice to have boundaries here with you specifically because of some other stuff that was going on in their life. Now, this might not be personal. I don't think it's like a personal thing. It's just for some reason they had a choice between like following you and going on some other path. And just because they chose the other path doesn't necessarily mean that they don't want to be with you or they don't want to follow you in this path. It's just for right now, this healing, you know, what's the part of their greatest good is being away from you. And so, I guess in short, it's meant to be, you know? And I feel like, you know, from what you wrote to me in your, you know, email and everything, it makes a lot of sense actually that these cards are coming out. I hope they're helping affirm you, because I am seeing here that, you know, the separation's meant to be, and a lot of good is coming out of it, and like there's some good stuff happening for you too. So definitely continue to look on the bright side. I feel like here's the blocks to union on your side. Oh wow, you just got this, you've unleashed your creativity. And that's exactly what's going on here, is that, you know, you're in this phase in your life, and you know what, I've gotten this message. I wonder if anyone's been watching these personal readings, because I have a lot of, like, a core group of probably about, like, 30 to 50 people who are watching, like, all these personal reads, and I always wonder what you guys think. So if that's you, then comment, let me know if this resonates. But this is a message I've been getting a lot. Some of you guys might recognize that. This separation is so that you can grow this creative side of yourself, and so that you can, you know, be free and learn how to be free on your own. And, you know, this is actually your path. You're an artist, you're creative. This is going to be a source for a lot of abundance for yourself and for others and for healing. And you really need this time on your own to develop this side of yourself, because you know if this person was in your life, you'd be distracted, right? What's up? Not like, you know, not like, I'm just saying it's natural, you know, not like it would be a bad thing to be distracted by this person. No, you know, life is about enjoying the company of the people around us too, as well. But at this point in the cycle, what's serving you right now is to be on your own, you know, because of, it's a good thing, your creativity and your freedom here. And they're saying, hold your light, don't back down. Like, you're really shining right now. You're at a time in your life where you're just shining. And they're saying, continue to shine, you know, continue to be confident, continue to own yourself and your gifts. And like, you're going to have to be bold here in this area. And this is a reason, this is a block to union, not in a bad way though. It's just, this is where you're at, you know? So I can't say that this is really a block, but, you know, this is hopefully going to provide you with some understanding of, like, the why, at least. Oh, and look at, this card just got stuck to my leg. I didn't even notice. Transition. You're in a huge transition right now, and that's just coming out. You're in a transition. Duh. Alright, so, now, blocks to union on their side. There's a golden opportunity here, and this means divine intervention. Don't be afraid of this card. It's like the Tower, but the Tower a lot of times, like, talks about, like, you know, something that wasn't built on a solid foundation, like crumbling or just having to let go of old ways. And so I feel like, this person's going to have to take a huge leap of faith in order to manifest this union. It's going to be like a big deal, but it is an opportunity and they want this. You know what I mean? I feel like this is you. And like this is like more playful energy surrounding you, and so like they're feeling like this is where their heart is, like this is where their fun is, this is where their joy is. And it's gonna be huge for them. There's a lot they're gonna have to let go of. Like I see this past life card, but whatever, that's their business. All you have to know is that there's something coming here. I feel like this is good energy, like good news for this union. Blocks, let me see. Okay, so what they know that you don't. Okay, so you don't realize perhaps that this person is really worried about their future. They're having a really hard time staying grounded, and they're kind of going through a rough time here. I feel like they're really going through like an existential crisis, and they're doubting themselves, which I go through those like every other day, so it takes one to know one, and that's the energy I feel around them. And when I see these cards, I know what it means. In this placement, this one reversed, I'm like, this is the card that means like stay grounded, and like it's like a soft energy, and this is harsh here next to this. And so this person does have a bright future, but they're nervous and they're worried. Perhaps that's been stirring things up in your relationship, this fear they have. Maybe it's why they run, and at some point they're just gonna have to, it's never gonna be perfect, but they're just gonna have to choose something. They're just gonna have to do something. Like, you have choice in your life, you know what I mean? I think this person feels like a victim to circumstance sometimes, and eventually you realize you have choice and you can create deliberately. You don't just have to, you want to go with the flow, but you don't just have to be a victim here. And I think this person is starting to create more deliberately, and things are working out for them. But I also see that this is so interesting here. It's like I feel like they also have this plan, perhaps, to do something when it comes to you. Like, I feel like they do want this union. I feel like this person does want to be with you, and perhaps you just don't know. Perhaps you've lost your footing a bit because this person just hasn't made their intentions clear, but there are intentions there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're growing. I also see what you know that they don't. So you've been thinking about this person a lot, especially at night. That's what this card means. You are really struggling over it. It's so hard for you, this whole not knowing thing. And I just feel like this person doesn't realize just how deeply that frustrates you. I guess frustrates is the perfect word. I say frustrates because it's frustrating to you. But overall, I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. It's just like they might not realize how hard that is for you. Maybe that's something you can share with them one day, hopefully. I see positive energy that's coming into this situation. Okay. So they're saying be strong. You're separated, but you're stronger than you think you are, and so you can make it through this. It's really hard, but you're gonna have to continue to stay connected. It seems like your connection with spirit and like prayer and stuff like that really helps you out, so just continue that. Try not to judge yourself and the other person too much. Like, try not to overthink too much is something that's coming through. Like, just go with the flow here with this connection, ditch the overthinking. And just trust yourself and trust your passion, because it says be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? And like, you're manifesting this, so just stay positive because this is coming. But once again, something that's coming through is it's a positive thing that you're on your own right now, so own that. I feel like the winter might be when this manifestation comes through, and when this union comes through is in the winter or like in the early spring. February is a month that's coming to mind. Maybe January. I think that that's a message that's coming through, is that if there's going to be a union, it could be then. But I also see that they're trying to give you comfort, to say like you need to be on your own right now and work on this creative side, unleash your creativity. That's what these two cards mean together. I think it's cool. It's a really cool pairing, actually, to see the horse and the creative card together. Now, advice from Spirit. Ah, look what I got! Look what I got! Look at this! I got the reunion card. So, and the new path card right next to it. And like, this is like karma, and it's like reverse. That's what this card means. It's like karma, the completion is something beautiful comes through. I get the unconditional love card. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory here. Like, I feel like they're saying, don't worry, have faith, you know what's coming through, you've had these visions, you know this is happening. And obviously from the email you wrote, you know that you're probably going to see this person in a couple months. Things have been looking up, and so, you know, they're just, I think this is a lot of affirmation here that you guys are going to have this union, and you guys are going to start off on this new foot. And, you know, they're saying we don't have to have a mainstream family to be successful. That's what this talks about. So it's like, this person's going to become your family. And then there's another random message coming through for you about your creativity and about your job. It says, as a creative, you can never be truly original. It is okay to appropriate. Just make sure you give credit where credit's due, and obviously don't plagiarize, but you can take inspiration and don't feel like you have to be like 100% original. You know what I mean? I used to feel so weird about that. But now, you know, I make Pinterest boards and collages of other people's work to help inspire mine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, remember that you can do that. That's random, and that's on a whole other topic here. But another thing that's coming through for advice is they're saying right now, just have fortitude. And fortitude is basically having courage in the midst of pain or adversity, and having intelligence balanced with discreet silence and utmost patience and timing. So you're gonna have to be patient here and just wait for this situation to unfold. Like, this situation's going to unfold, but I have the feeling like you're the person who's not really in the driver's seat here. This other person's gonna have to take a leap of faith, take a risk, and you're just being called to be patient here. So I hope that this all works out for you. You have to let me know what comes through, you know, especially anything specific I said. Please write me back and let me know if it happens, because the more affirmations I get on this stuff, the more confident I feel to do these readings and keep going. And it's literally the only reason I keep going. I'm like, oh, some person on the internet just rambling, right? No, that's what I am in a lot of ways, but it's cool, like, when I'm told that this is accurate and that this is helping, and it helps me too, because I love to express myself. I love to talk. I do these readings all the time for myself and my friends, and you know, it's nice to be able to share this gift I have. So I'm excited for your input on this, and if this resonates with you. And anyone else who wants a personal reading, then hit me up and let me know, because my information is in the description below. And my readings are a pretty fair price, I've been told. I'm just trying to make sure there's some type of energy exchange here, and 100% of my proceeds go to help support ethical fashion. So, peace out.